Oh, I respect that. I just got here. What's going on? What's new? What's happening? Well, Reddish skate first. I think, lads, we're gonna do. It's been a month, okay? It's been a month. New shit has come out, so it's time to do the funny, okay? It's time to do a primary weapon tier list. I know I suck. No, don't say that. No. Constitution on level 10 bugs, true experience. That's the true deathcore experience. I think another one we can just get out of the way is gonna be crossbow. All right, that's another one that's S tier that I really don't need to like have to tell anybody or anyone. Like nothing's really changed with that weapon. That shit is still just as boringly stupid good. I don't even need to talk about it. Like, if you think the crossbow is anything but S tier, I think you just don't know how to use it properly because it's like actually broken. It's busted as fuck. But let's go. Let's start from here. All right, Liberator carbine. Where are we thinking? But where are we thinking about putting this? Personally, I'm putting it in B tier. I think it's a B tier weapon. F. You're saying I gotta make a whole new tier for it? It's that bad? It does run out of ammo really fast. OG Liberator's A. You know what, Puro? I actually agree with you. I think the OG Liberator is A. I think it's an A tier weapon. C. Oh, there's no F, so D. We're putting the carbine in D. Chat, is this what we're going with? We agree with this? Is it simply because it runs out of ammo too quickly? I don't know if it's like that bad, to be honest. It just runs out of ammo. It just shoots really fast. I don't think it's that bad. I've used it. I think the Liberator carbine, from my experience, is that it shoots fast. You have like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never really like, it obviously runs out of ammo quickly because it shoots fast. But like, that happens with any gun that has a high fire rate. I think it's like pretty good. You can easily like work around the ammo conservation. Like you can work with the ammo economy. I do agree with that, Mr. Universe. The carbine is like like these guns right here are literally the same. It's just this has faster fire rate. Like I don't know what the difference is besides attachment wise. But when weapon customization comes out and you can like change the sights on these guns and everything, like these guns are essentially the same. I think something that would be cool with the Liberator carbine is if it had like a little bit more like tricked out customizations to it. So like the magazine had like a dual mag, like you know like the Call of Duty attachment where like one mag's taped to the other so it reloads faster. Maybe it had just, I don't know if you want to give it armor penetration more, but like more damage. Like I'd give it 5 damage more. So like this is 80, I would give this 85 damage. I would put it in B tier though. It is honestly a B tier weapon. I don't know how it could be D. It's like not horrible. I don't know. It's not a horrible gun. It's not something that I would never touch or you pick up ever. Yo, that's actually, you're right, Robba. I actually agree with that. It should be a one-handed weapon. I think you keep it all the same stats. I take back what I said. Keep all the same stats. Give it a dual mag attachment, and then make it a single-handed weapon. I think that'd be based. Someone made a video about giving the carbine an alternate grenade mode. That sounds fun. Oh, like a grenade launcher attachment? That'd be sick too. Because it's supposed to be like a commando weapon, so I'd want like more attachments on it besides just like the same attachments I'd see on a Liberator. Like put the laser sight on the side, give it a grenade launcher attachment, dual mag, one-handed. I think honestly, if that happened, guys, I could see it shooting up to S tier, honestly, because that'd be insane. You might have to put it in a special weapon. Now, Liberator concussive, I really have to put it in C tier. Because it's only good against the Predator strain. This shit is like, I'd never use it against anything else but the Predator strain. That's the only time this weapon saw any use. Everyone had to go into their armory, fucking blow the dust off this bitch, because there was no... It's the only thing it has use for. There's no way I'm crazy on this. There's no way you guys would disagree with me on this one, right? I'm not insane for that. Like, it's amazing at crowd control. And obviously that's what it's supposed to be used for, is crowd control, not, killing shit. But besides Predator strain, when do you ever need CC like that? Didn't use it yet? If it has triple stun time, it'd be A tier, but right now it's plain bad. I don't even know if you increase the stun time if that'd make it go any higher. It's just that, like, for most things past the Predator strain, CC, the best CC in the game is killing shit. Plus you have stratagems and secondaries and grenades, all that can do CC for you. So sacrificing your weapon, your primary workhorse weapon, for extra CC, unless you're like have something else to like work around it, then there's no point. Because like the CC, we're gonna skip ahead to a gun that I think is A tier. Is you have the Cookout. The Cookout does crowd control and kill shit, while the Liberator Concussive just does like mediocre crowd control. Like, I don't know why if you want to do crowd control, why you would not just use the Cookout. Because it stuns, it cooks, and it kills. You gotta like dump more than half the mag to kill some things with the Liberator Concussive. It's actually insane. So I put the Cookout in A tier. I put it up. I don't know if I want to be like putting these like in order, like, oh, like, you know, this, since this order's here, like that. I put it in like high to medium A tier. Or even originally for CC, remember when it was called Liberator? Yeah, it was an explosive weapon. It was supposed to be like, the Liberator Concussive was supposed to be a Liberator, like a bolter. It was supposed to be like a Dominator. I remember that's what I felt like when I first launched the game and I first played and everything, and I was using it. I was like, oh, yo, I have a bolter. But then an actual bolter came out, and this gun then got turned to concussive rounds. So it's whatever. I think it's a C tier weapon. I don't think it's horrible. I think there's like maybe one gun in the entire game that I'd put in D tier horrible weapon. Like the Dookie tier, okay? This is Dookie tier, okay? Everything else is like normal. Like there's only one gun that goes in there. Liberator Penetrator. I think this is another B tier weapon. It just doesn't have the damage. And somehow, honestly, I run out of ammo with the Liberator Penetrator more so than the Liberator Carbine. Like, there's just, I don't know why this gun has less damage. Just because it has higher armor penetration, it has less damage than a Liberator. Like, it's insane to me. Like, the Liberator Penetrator does, like, it has good armor pen. I'm not taking that away from it. It has a high, it has medium armor pen, which is dope. It has decent damage. But, like, there's just so much other shit that has the same armor penetration or even more armor penetration and does more damage. It's like, the fuck? And has better ammo capacity. Like, bro, why are you only doing 60 damage? Yeah, that's like the only reason why I ever bring the Liberator Penetrator is when I'm on bugs and I'm like, okay, there's Hive Guard. Do I really want to deal with those? But then, like, I'm thinking, well, shit. Why not just bring the Adjudicator? Or the Dominator? I rarely ever bring Diligences on bugs, but, like, you have the Diligences. You have the crossbow. There's just so many. You have the Deadeye. You have the Reprimand. I don't know why I was gonna say the Emancipator. You have the Reprimand. There's just like so many, or the double-edged sickle. There's just so many other options that, like, I would never bring a Liberator Penetrator really anymore unless they up the damage. You can keep the ammo capacity the same. You do burn through mags really crazy through the Liberator Penetrator, but, like, if they up the damage, then I would use it. Like, maybe like around 90 damage or 95 damage. But I don't know. I have no idea. There's just, like, it's really just like a low B tier weapon. They should make the Liberator Pen do as much damage as OG Liberator, but with less ammo capacity. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. You should do these guns should technically be the same. It's just one has higher armor penetration. Like, this should have a higher armor penetration but less ammo, and this should have less armor penetration but way more ammo. That's how it should work, but it doesn't. For some reason, this has, obviously makes sense, like 2 extra mags, I'm pretty sure, because this has 8 and this has 6. Could be wrong, but so you get 2 extra mags, double the mag size, and then on top of that, more damage. While on the flip side, you have less mags, less mag capacity, and less damage, all for just extra armor pen. Which is like, bro, I'd rather just use a different weapon if I need armor pen that bad. I'm gonna keep it real. Ever since it went to 105, I think we can all agree. All right, there's no way we're disagreeing on this. Tenderizer, 105 damage. I love my Tenderizer now. That shit does nasty for what it's worth. All right, this gun right here. Okay, this gun is nasty. I love it. Might be, honestly, besides the Stalwart, might be the best light pen weapon. All right, it might be the best mobbing light pen weapon. Honestly, it's up there. I love it. It's an S tier weapon for me. For a light pen weapon to have 105 damage, you're like, for most mobs, you're just cooking through them. Honestly, yeah, you have to reload a little bit more, but I mean, you have a good amount of mags available to you. You have like around 7 mags. You have good ammo capacity in those mags. It's not like it's like everything I want from the Liberator penetrator is in the Tenderizer. And yeah, it's light pen, but I mean, you can easily just get something else with heavier penetration, and like, it's just perfect for mobbing. The Tenderizer, aka the mold weapon, bro, it's perfect. I'm just gonna get this one out of the way. I don't have to explain it. Blitzer is S tier. I think everyone loves the Blitzer, even though I never use it. I have never shot it or anything. I know from experience with other people that they love it. It's easily a S tier weapon. I don't even really have to like cover it that much. Yeah, it's one of the best weapons. It's up there with the crossbow as one of the best weapons. Me saying that, like, I also just saying again, I'm not putting these in any specific order. They're just in this tier. But it's like, it's another amazing weapon. There's nothing. It's like the crossbow. I really don't have to describe it. I don't have to at all. The Adjudicator. I'm a fan of this weapon. Okay, I've loved it. I think people are just mad because it has high recoil, but the reality is it's like a high A tier weapon, possibly S tier. All right, I want to put it in S tier, but I feel y'all will cook me for putting it in S tier. Fuck it, I will put it in S tier. That's my genuine opinion. I love the Adjudicator. Okay, I think a month ago I had put the Adjudicator super low, and that's just because I didn't have the experience of using it. I have to check actually. Let me see. Let me look. Where did I put the Adjudicator at? Oh no, I put the Adjudicator in A tier. I was out, but it's honestly raised up for me. I might have to put it in S tier because it's just so fucking good. The only negative for the Adjudicator, which can easily get fixed with a mod, is it just looks fucking stupid. That's it. But it's such an S tier weapon. And it got a buff, high damage, good mags, good mag capacity, and you got medium armor pen. Oh my god. Come on, you guys! It's easily S tier. All you got is the recoil, but just crouch or have engineering kit, and it's instantly null and void. That's an S tier weapon. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay. If you don't like the Adjudicator, you're just telling me you don't know how to control recoil in a video game. That's it. You're self-reporting that you don't know the crouch mechanic, and I understand. Oh, I will. Let me just do this because the stall is literally just the Liberator carbine, but like in a different model. So I would also say that's an A tier weapon. I'm putting that in there. Now, if Taro was here, okay, he would tell me I'm crazy for this, okay. But I think I raised it. I think last time I put it in like Dookie tier. Or maybe I'm keeping it in the same tier. I don't remember. But I'm putting it in C tier. All right. I understand that some of you out there use this weapon. And you somehow make it work on super Helldive bugs. And that's because you guys are God tier. Okay. And I respect it. But truly, just like the Liberator concussive, I don't know why the fuck you'd bring this. If you put my baby Eruptor anywhere below B, I will find you. Bro, I want to keep it real with you. The Eruptor's S tier in my opinion. Ever since it got that heavy armor penetration, because I was going to put it, like last time I think I put it in A. Could be wrong. I think it was an A tier weapon, but since it got like it's got heavy armor pen now. I know the rework and all that stupid nerf shit, but like, I think it's an S tier weapon. Like it one shots harvesters, bro. Harvesters one shots it as a primary weapon. This shit's I don't know why you wouldn't have it in S tier. That's an S tier weapon. I heavy armor pen. You know, it's got a long reload, but I mean, like, you're one-shotting harvesters. You're dealing with hulks, no problem. It's really good for mobbing with the shrapnel. Yeah, it's had a lot of reworks here and there, but I mean, it's taken a while for, it looks like, Arrowhead to get it to the state that they wanted to, which is you basically shooting a fucking rocket-propelled grenade and it blowing up a fuck ton of shrapnel, killing things. You know, and they've had to do a lot of reworks for it, but like, to be honest, they just need to get their footing on it. I think it's been an A tier weapon for a while, and I think this with the heavy armor pen just shot it up to S tier for me personally, even though I might not be the biggest fan of the gun. But back to this flamer, all right? This shit has to be in C tier. We all have to agree on that. There's no way. Never saw me. I just prefer the flamer or the incendiary grenades. And aim for the center of the crowd. Eruptor is goated. Yeah, it just has a skill curve, and I think a lot of people are just used to most guns in this game being, I pick it up, I shoot it, and now I understand it. With the Eruptor, though, it requires a little bit of a learning curve. You need to understand you just can't shoot shit straight in the chest and it work for you. You need to shoot it in specific areas and play to the shrapnel's like trajectories and everything. So since it has a skill curve and people suck with it in the beginning, or it doesn't just full on kill things instantly, people are gonna say it's bad. And anytime like they find a way, like for it to work with like this, how I think shrapnel was going to the southeast and everything, and that wasn't obviously intended. Now, and it made it easier for people to use. People were like, okay, well, since I got removed now, it got nerfed. Obviously, that wasn't the intention. So, ATS in Helldivers, hear me out. VATS, we want VATS in Helldivers. That'd be based. Yo, shout out to the person playing what is it? Playing Strategy of Hero in the background. But stop playing Strategy of Hero in the background. God damn it. I'm trying to fucking up my train of thought. Yo, wait, stop with the missing crits. No, it's good, trust me. Yo, you know it's a gun that's also like, I may be wrong on this. I understand it's for mobbing, but I never understood this weapon, okay? I think I was crazy for ever putting it. Where did I put this weapon last? I had put this shit in B tier. You guys should have cooked my shit. Honestly, I deserved it. I can't believe I put this anywhere else. This shit is A tier, okay? I love this gun. This is my third favorite gun in the game. The Jar, the Dominator, anywhere below A, okay? That shit was... I've just been... ever since I've used it, I've become like a massive fan of it. It is literally a bolter, and it's awesome. I don't even think there's an ammo. It's like the perfect weapon, honestly. It's perfectly balanced in my opinion. Give that shit heavy armor pen. Make it broken actually, so I can put it in S tier. The day the Dominator gets heavy armor pen, I will say this right now, it might be better than it might be better. This day it gets heavy armor pen, and each shot is counted as an explosive, so it can close bug holes. Is the day that I say it's better than the crossbow, and it is unironically the best gun in the game. Also, sickle, I think that's an easy A tier weapon. Like it's just like the laser version of the Liberator, with like way better armor control. But then I put the scythe in like B tier. That's the thing. I haven't seen anyone touch the scythe in I don't know how long. That feels like an easy C or B tier weapon. Carry you through all your early levels. The sickle or the scythe? I don't know. I have not seen a single soul use the scythe in I don't know how long. Bro, it's just like, you got so many better options, I feel. Until I got the double-edged sickle. Now you don't put the double-edged sickle down. Yo, pre-nerf double-edged sickle might have been an S tier weapon. But I'm going to be honest with you, that's double-edged sickle is an A tier weapon for me. I'm gonna say that because if I don't know if it would be an S tier weapon. Like, I think the pre-nerf it was an S tier. All right, where like the first few shots of it were like actual medium pen, but now it's just a sickle where if you hold down, then that's a A tier weapon. I say the Knight personally, because it has a $20 buy-in ask, and then it's not even that good on top of that, is I have to put it like a Dookie tier. I'm gonna be honest. The Knight itself is like nothing crazy. It's just a stall. It's just the stall 11. I forgot the exact designation. Doing good. We're just doing a quick weapon tiering list. I would say like the stall is like a B tier SMG. You got and it's just a free version of the Knight. But since the Knight has a $20 asking price, and then it's not even that crazy, like a B tier weapon, like that is a Dookie weapon in my opinion. Because you got to spend $20 to get this shit. That's insane. All these other guns at most are either free or $10. Holt shotgun. I'd say the Holt is really good. I put it as an A tier shotgun for sure. You get like medium armor pen. You have Diligence counter snipe is A tier. No shot. Disagree hardcore. Counter snipe in the other Diligence I would say are both S tier. These guys literally trivialize bots, and their Diligence and what do you call it? The Diligence counter snipe can shoot down harvesters, and they're both good for bugs. Like maybe the normal Diligence is like A tier, just because it doesn't have the same armor pen. If you want to be like that, but I count them as the same type of gun. You're just asking yourself, hey, do I like? This is like the perfect example of what I mean. The Diligence counter snipe has higher armor pen, less ammo, more damage, and I think it's a little bit more accurate. And then the Diligence is like less all that, but more ammo. And that's exactly how I wish the Liberator Penetrator and Liberator normal one worked. It should have the same kind of synergy that the Diligence and the Diligence counter sniper have, but they don't. Yeah. And that's why I think they're the best. I think they're literally both S tier weapons. Trivializing bots, both do really well in the other factions, and then the counter sniper can like kill harvesters no problem. It's insane. We now have a Diligence pistol in the form of a Talon revolver. Yeah, true that too. Yeah, so speaking of Deadeye, we can just talk about it. Deadeye is another S tier weapon. You one-shot headshot as a primary weapon, Overseers. Looks cool. You have medium armor pen at 300 damage per round. Yeah, you got a slow reload, but you're cooking mobs. You're one-shot headshotting Devastators and Berserkers. You're cooking through most bugs. One-shotting legs off of Alpha Commanders, making sure they slow down. It's honestly a very good workhorse weapon. Yeah, if you suck at aiming like me, you know, and you miss your shots, you have those moments where you're just mag dumping the entire thing and you just are not hitting anything, and then you get punished with the slow reload. Yeah, you can have your moments thinking the weapon's ass. Or it's really sometimes not the best thing for mobbing, because there's moments like when you have a bug breach right in front of you and you're shooting hunters and the small worker bugs, and now you got to reload that shit, and now you got to start running away because those warriors are coming. So it might not be the best option for mobbing, but just because it's not good for mobbing doesn't mean it doesn't have some fucking S tier utility, because it is insane what you can do with this gun. How do we feel about the Punisher, since it's got the Slugger, I should say, after it got its rework back to how it was at launch? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, even though it got its rework back at launch, I'd say it's like an A or B tier weapon, which shot it up, because I think most people put the Slugger at C tier, but I would say it's like B tier now. Like, it only went up one tier. You've never used it? Oh, you should. It got reworked. It's way better now. But I don't think the Slugger is like anything to be like crazy about it. I would put it in B tier too. That's my initial reaction to put it in the B tier, but I know some people may like it now since it got changed and put it to A, or I know no one's putting it in S. But it's definitely not a gun that I'm going to be going. It wasn't like an instant pickup. You picked it up just to like see what the rework was like, or like the revert back. But it's like maybe because we've power crept a little too much or something that like that gun doesn't mean anything anymore. But it just feels like a slug shotgun. I don't know. It doesn't feel anything mind blowing. I'm gonna do this real quick. The sniper's still dookie. I know I remember I said that in the last tier list, and it's staying there. Okay, it's still dookie tier. It's still hot garbage, hot dumpster fire. Okay, I am not changing my opinion on that. There is no bad guns in this game, unless it's this one. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And no way I'm changing it. It's like, I don't even know how you make the sniper bad. I don't even remember it being bad in Killzone. How you make it bad in this game? I just feel like if you want a good sniper, just use a diligence counter snipe, because this shit sucks. I'm gonna put the defender in B tier. I think it's a really like solid option. Low recoil, good mobber, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of SMGs in this game. Like, there's nothing crazy about it. Yeah, same damage fall off like a shotgun on a sniper. I don't know what they were thinking about that. Damage fall, it's insane. Who needs Farsight? I just don't miss my shots. So real. I think it's a B tier. It's like, I honestly, but I would put the pummeler in C tier. And then for all the SMGs, like I think this was how it goes. Like all B tier. I don't know. Maybe the Reprimand can go into A. If you guys think so, just because it has high armor pen. But I don't know. It just feels like a shitty adjudicator if I use the Reprimand, because it's not even one-handed. You can't even one-hand this thing. So it's not even. It doesn't even have like the traditional SMG perk of being one-handed. It just feels like a short barrel assault rifle. So I would definitely put like all the SMGs in like mostly B tier, except the pummeler. That's going in C tier. I don't really like that gun. Yeah, I agree with you, Burrow. If the sniper had heavy armor pen and maybe more ammo, I could definitely put it into B tier. But it doesn't. So until they do something like that, I'm never doing anything with it. Bro, I'm gonna be real. I don't know why they took the breaker. They took the 10 mags about the breaker. Let's talk about the breaker. I don't know why they took the 10 mags away. Like, what is it now? Is it 8 or 7? How many mags does the breaker have now? Let me see. Definitely carried a couple bucks. Oh, say it's C tier? It's 7? Okay. Bro, I don't know why they took it away. It should still say 10. It was not that cracked, to be honest. It's still a light pen weapon. And you're only going to have what? You can't even use it against. It doesn't have any armor penetration. It's a light pen weapon. It's perfect for mobbing. Having 10 mags is not a problem. Incendiary might be normal just because it does not have the same kind of mag capacity. And I just don't know why you would use it. It's definitely like a low B. It's definitely A. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think Liberator Penetrator's A tier. You have way better penetration options, and it has lower damage than like base assault rifles now. And then you have way less mag capacity and magazines available to you. It's definitely a B tier. It's really good because it has the armor pen. Don't get me wrong, but definitely not A tier. I'd put Breaker probably in like A, Incendiary in like B, just because it doesn't have that kind of mag capacity. And if I want a shotgun with Incendiary rounds, I'm definitely using the Cookout. How good it is? I've used it on Super Helldive. It is good. B doesn't mean bad. B just means it's mid. It's a mid weapon. Mid weapons aren't bad. You need to have mid weapons for a healthy sandbox. But I don't know how you would put it in A tier when it doesn't have. It has less damage. B stands for bleh. True. Got him. Cook him. Out Reprimand in S or I riot? How's Reprimand S tier? Nah, on some real shit. How is the Reprimand S tier? You get none of the benefits of an SMG with the gun. You get... Yes, you get medium armor pen, which is based. But it's like... Bro, why would I use this? You're using the Reprimand is basically... It's literally... Wait, unironically? Wait, I might be cooking with this, actually. Chat, you might disagree with this. Let me see. 125 a shot? Still, even with 125 a shot, it feels like... It literally just feels like a worse adjudicator. I'm gonna be dead ass. Bro, one shot bots? Bro! There's guns in B tier that one shot bots. What are you talking about? Just because it one shots bots doesn't mean it's God tier. Or it's A tier. There's plenty of guns. There's guns in C tier. There's guns in Dookie tier that one shot bots. Just because it one shots bots doesn't mean shit. There's hella guns that one shot bots. Put Pummeler in A or I riot? That's insane. Why do you guys want Pummeler in A? How's it an A tier weapon? Y'all on crack? How's the Reprimand past that? You get... It's not one-handed, so there's no benefit of it being an SMG. It has 125 damage, which is around, I think, 20 damage more than an Adjudicator. But somehow has worse recoil and worse spread. Or I don't riot. Oh, my bad. Put Pummeler in A or I don't riot. True. Let me put it in A tier now. And then I just don't understand it. Like, even with an engineering kit, that recoil would be horrible. And it has worse mags. There's no way. There's no way. Reprimand's a solid B tier. It's not horrible. It's you could use it and it's fun to use sometimes, but after it being like a mid-ass weapon, you're gonna be like, I could use way better weapons. There's way better weapons out there. There's no way. Yo, yeah, it does reprimand you for using it. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. May think me crazy for this. Oh wait, real quick, let's talk about the spray and pray. Because I used it and I've tried to use it and I understand it's a mobbing weapon. Okay? I understand that. But am I crazy for thinking it's a C tier spray and pray is a C tier weapon? The Holt was the best primary for that Warbond. True, I agree with that. I like the Holt a lot. I think it looks cool. Has a lot of utility to it. A lot of damage. I'm wrong for thinking it's a C tier weapon. Why is it a what would you put it for if it's not a C tier weapon? What would you put it at? If you tell me it's A or S, you're crazy. You're deluded. You might actually be insane. B? I'm alright with putting it in B tier. You're right, because it has more use than the C tier weapons. But I don't like it that much. I think it's like, I would probably never pick it up. I'd rather use a different mobbing weapon. I could agree with B. But that shit's not that good. We have to admit that the spray and pray, I don't know, it needs some kind of rework, maybe some extra mags. Maybe increase the capacity on the drum. But I like the bird choke of it shooting horizontal. I think that's cool. I understand its main objective as a gun is to handle mobbing, but fuck, man, it's like there's just so many better guns out there for mobbing that I don't know why you'd pick it up. You could literally use the breaker's a better mobber than the spray and pray, which makes no sense to me. It should be flipped. The breaker should be down here and the spray and pray should be A, but it's not. Is better at mobbing than the spray and pray, but literally anything is. The ultimatum's better at mobbing. Okay, I know you guys are going to disagree with this, but this is honestly the truth. I feel like all the plasma-based weapons are all S-tier weapons. I'm going to keep it dead ass. I'm going to be 100% dead ass with you right now, all right? The only way you tell me otherwise, is you have to give me a good reasoning, because I think they all do a very different thing. Where you have, they're all S tier. They're all amazing. All the plasma-based weapons are amazing weapons. You have AoE unsubscribed. That's crazy. How do you think they're not amazing? They are so good against all. I let the enemy get too close to me. Yeah, see, that's how. If you think the plasma-based weapons are too bad because you kill yourself with them, that's you. Now I understand why you think they're bad. But they literally like amazing for mobbing. You have option 1, good for heavy and mobbing. You have 2, which is really fucking good with its AoE for mobbing, and then you have a mix of the two. Like this is like it's just I don't know how you don't like them. I get scared of my own. Gonna subscribe for the Adjudicator tier. True, the Adjudicator is S tier. Don't let these people tell you otherwise. How do you not think the Purifier, Scorcher, and the Plasma Punisher aren't S tier? I need to know. You're like, when I found out that the Scorcher could kill Chargers, it shot up to S tier for me. I'm gonna be dead ass, okay? When I found out it could do that, I changed my ways, because I was like, oh yeah, the Scorcher's like a B tier, a A tier weapon. Like, you know, it can go either way from me. But then when someone showed me on Super Helldive, yeah, the Scorcher actually fucking mollywops Chargers, I was like absolute cinema. Okay, I understand now. I understand the error of my ways. I will be dead ass though, alright guys. I need to understand. I'm going to let chat decide the fate of this shotgun. I don't even know the name of it. Of just the normal Punisher. Because poor fire primary. I know, Tara. I knew I know you like it. I don't know how you like it so much though. It's definitely just it's a C tier weapon. B. Okay, so I got Dookie and I got B so far. All right, or C. Okay, I've never used this gun, so I can't even vote on it. Punisher is C. It's all right. It's terrible, but it's not terrible. Oh, B or A for Punisher. Okay, so far I've got 2 for B. And then I've got someone who said it's all right but not terrible, which sounds like a B tier for me. And then I got someone who says it's C. I got 2 C's and 3 B's. So, and I got someone who says Dookie. So where are we putting it? Because I've never used the gun. I've never felt like having to touch this gun ever. You remap your keys to change modes. It's okay. You got to do all that to make the gun work. I'll put it in B tier since it seems like that's what chat's like kind of leaning towards, but I've never touched the gun, so if I'm wrong on this and it's actually an A tier weapon, then I'm sorry, but you don't know what it is. It's a shotgun. It's a shotgun with, I think it's a light pen shotgun with 405 damage. I never used it. Or maybe I did when I first played the game and I just don't remember, but like that's the last time I used that weapon, was like when I first played. There's just so many other guns out there that it's shotgun with a stagger mod. If that's the case, man, I'd rather just use the cookout. Good damage, but other shotguns are much better. Yeah. I think the only gun that shotgun might be better than is the spray and pray. That's like the only way I could say it's better. The Holt literally has a stun mod. Yeah. Cookout is S tier. Did I not put the cookout in S tier? Where did I put the cookout? I put it in A. S? I don't know if I put it in S tier. That's crazy. Oh no. It's high A tier. I'm not real like I'm just so I specify is like there's no real order to this, and just because the Liberator is above the cookout or anything doesn't mean I'm saying the Liberator is better than these weapons, or the Dominator or the Constitution is better than all the weapons in the game. I'm just saying that that's the tier they belong in. I just want to preface that for the 3rd time now for anyone who missed that. But I'd say cookout's A tier. Breaker in A, how? I just want to know. It's really good for mobbing. You have a lot of magazine. You have a lot of ammo capacity. Shoots fast. Good damage. I think it's really good for a good old mobber. Good shock. It's better than the spray and pray, for sure. I'd rather have a breaker than any of the guns really down there. But having to reload while surrounded is painful. Yeah, with the cookout, if you have to where you reload, that's why you got to be a little smart on how you use the weapon. It's good for, I think it's really good against bugs, and I honestly anything's good against squids. So, and then against bots, I just don't know if I'd bring the cookout for bots ever. Like, you can use it, don't get me wrong, and you're not gonna get the full benefit of the gun, which is why I wouldn't say it's S tier. Yeah, recoilless rifle is a stratagem. I'm not gonna rank stratagem support weapons against the primaries, because then at that point, then I might as well just put the Stalwart in S and then like the AMR and like all the stratagem weapons would go into S tier. It wouldn't even be fair. Yo, guys, I got the recoilless as a primary gun. Let's go. Let's go. Bro's gonna solo everything. What a Chad. The ultimate anti-tank trooper ever made in the democratic world. That's insane. But I think this is my tier list for now. I think we've had some weapons go up, definitely, for sure. Because I think for sure, I know a lot of people cooked me, I think, for having almost all the Liberators. Like last one, I had Cookout in B. Cookout's now in A. I had the Dominator in B, went into A. A lot of these weapons that were in B have gone up to A. Some stayed, like the Scythe and the Liberator Penetrator. Some weapons went up, like the Breaker, Liberator, also the Stall because it's a carbon copy. Cookout. I still think the Sickle is honestly an A tier weapon. I don't know why you would put it in S, just because it has infinite ammo, I guess. But still, I don't know if it's all that, just having infinite ammo. Are you sure about that? Would you really use the Stalwart for a stratagem slot over the plasma weapons or crossbow, which are slot free? Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, I would use those, because a perfect build that you could do is you could have you can have the Stalwart, which is one of the best primary weapons in the world. Then you have, that's why it's a stratagem. That's like that's my logic of, at least, is you have one of the best. You have the best primary weapon for light pen. So instead of making that like a gun that you can bring in, you have to take up a stratagem slot. Then I would bring either the MG or the Stalwart. Those are S tier weapons, and then bring a crossbow to deal with anything heavy. And then you just have your two other stratagem slots for dealing with either having a supply pack. Like, that's real easy. You can reload while moving, shoot while you... Yeah, basically. There's like literally a bug build that I have where it's basically the Stalwart is my primary weapon and my crossbow is my special weapon, support weapon. And then I have stratagems to fill up the gaps. I don't know why you wouldn't... I think that's a perfect build. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to stay with for my tier list. I think this is how, at least currently, as of March 27th of 2025, I think this is where we're looking at for at least primaries. I think a lot of weapons have shot up to A tier and S tier. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, there's only 2 guns in the Dookie tier. Everything else is viable. Just not the first option that people would pick. As a primary, true. Let me use the portable hell bomb as a primary. That would be the best. As a grenade, actually. The portable hell bomb as a grenade. I think this is a really healthy sandbox. We have a lot of weapons in S tier. I don't want them to get nerfed, but I do think they need to start introducing more weapons that are just B tier or A tier, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you fix that, because maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it is healthy to have that many S tier weapons. I have no idea. I've never been in a... The sandbox is just really, like, healthy right now. Like, everything is very useful. If you want to make use of it, you can use it for sure. There's nothing that's outwardly super bad to me besides the sniper. And the only reason why the Knight is in Dookie tier, like I said, is because there's a free version of the gun that, in my opinion, is already better. And then this costs $20. So you have a $20 gun. That's the only reason why I put it in Dookie tier. Otherwise, it could be in C tier or B tier if it didn't have a $20 asking price. Like the only gun in this game that I still think is bad. Yeah, it's still in B tier. I would not take it out of B tier. Reprimand is staying in B tier. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Raba's primary is the autocannon, for sure. But I think I cooked with this. I think this is overall healthy. I think the sandbox is cooked. Is cooking, not cooked. I've never paid for my war bonds. Hazed, me neither. But I'm just saying that this doesn't come from a war bond. This comes from the because the game's normally $40, and if you get the $60 edition with the Super Citizen edition, this gun comes in that. That's why I say the Knight has a $20 asking price compared to any of the other guns here, which are either free or at most $10, and you're getting more shit. While the Knight is exclusively coming from the Super Citizen edition, which its whole point is that so that's why I put it in Dookie tier. If it didn't have a $20 asking price, then like I said, we could argue between basically it being in B, since these guns are basically the same. Like I said, this is just the free version of the Knight, so that's why that's the only reason why it's in Dookie. Otherwise, if you want to know if it wasn't for the $20 asking price, this is literally how the list would look. Oh, I bought the Super Citizen edition because I'm a Super Citizen. Joking, but still. Are Incendiaries my primaries? But yeah, I think that's going to be basically the 2025 updated primary tier list for now. I think I cooked. I think we cooked. Chat, did we cook? Did I get the seal of approval from chat? Besides the Reprimand guy? Weasel, I know Weasel's mad about the Reprimand. Let's go. I got the thumbs up. Chat, we cooked. We got W's. Holy shit. W's and chat and thumbs up. We cooked. Let's go.